I'm Kasa Bumali, team leader this center. This is Nakawa Vocational Training College, where I'm team leading the assessment team. And as far as the assessment is concerned, we are moving on well, and so far I can say there is no problem. In our assessment, since it is a real life assessment, we are looking for competence like problem solving, and this is our main concern, that these trainees are prepared to solve a problem in a community. And when it comes to a community, we don't mean a community which is far from the institution, because first of all, these institutions are our community. There are very many things which we can solve within ourselves using the real life project. So when we come here, we assess the ability of this trainee, the runner, how he can identify the problem, how he can suggest solution to this problem, and how he can implement. That means he must come out with a work plan, what material is required as far as this problem, and the way he goes through. That is now the process. So here we are assessing basically the involvement of this student, because in most cases you find that they are working in a group, and yes, a group is very hard to assess. In most cases there are some areas where students tend to dodge, but our target here is to see how or whether this student has got involved in this in this activity straight away from the beginning up to the end of the project. So we task each student at least to be able to present or to talk about how he feels, what process or steps he went through up to the end of the end of the implementation of such a project. So we interview each and every student on an individual basis, and they share their experience, they share their challenges. Obviously, there are some challenges which sometimes you find a student is giving a challenge which is really okay. It's not okay, but it is really worth it. That maybe he has been unable to complete a project because maybe material have failed to come in time. So those challenge comes in. Sometimes they said because of limited tools and whatever, this challenge comes in. And for us, what we say is yes, besides these limited tools, besides the limited material, what have you picked at the end of this project? And on the other side, really, to the community, I see that yes, very many issues have been solved by the real life. It's not my first time to assess. I've been assessing, but you go to an institution where I said yes, students have been able to construct a house, students have been able to make a road, students have been able to put up maybe classroom furniture and whatever. So we find that we are solving our own problem. Now, when it comes to these students, if I compare to our previous assessment, like for instance me, the way we went through those days is not the way these people they are going through, because straight away first semester they have the same issue, real life, where we expect them to use their hand. Second semester, by the time the student finishes the course, really is at another level, and these skills really assist them to fit into the world of work. And at least I have experience where a student goes somewhere and he knows that yes, I'm handling a grinder, I've ever touched a grinder. Some of us touching a grinder or touching some of these things was when we started working, not at the institution level, because of the number and maybe the limited kind of the structure of the curriculum. But now this curriculum is calling in for a person to participate, there is no way how you can dodge what participating. All of this, we are intending to see how we can build up a person who is self-reliant, a person who can really make our society feel really better, that they can develop the society, we can solve problem within us, and we make Uganda to grow.